UAE Sst, the culture, the UAE culture. In this lesson, you will learn about the culture of the UAE. Activity 1. What is your favorite way to express your culture? Listen to some of your friends. Write keywords to remember. Okay, so how will you express your culture? You can express your culture by doing a dance that represents your culture, or wearing clothes, sharing food that has all to do with your culture. So that's how we can express or show our culture to others. Now let's learn about the culture in the UAE. One way that Emirati express their culture is with the Yola dance. The people use sticks when they dance. Men form two lines facing each other. Drummers play while the men do the dance. The dance is performed at events and weddings in the UAE. So one, how they express their culture by dancing Yola. So it is mainly done by the men, and they do it at events and also in the weddings. The next one is craft. Crafts such as weaving and embroidery are parts of the Emirati culture. Between women in the past did sadi weaving. Traditional colors were red, black, white and green. So you can see one craft on your right hand side the corner where the UAE women had done. The next one, third one, there are animals that are important in Emirati culture, such as horses, camels, donkeys, falcons and zaluki. A zaluki, a desert dog that was used for hunting and guarding the caravan. So, like the dance and the craft, the animals such as horses, camels, donkeys, falcons and zaluki. These animals also represent or speak about Emirati culture. So you can read this story or the paragraph again to understand it. Next page. Emiratis are proud of their heritage and traditions. Festivals and events are held to share Emirati culture with visitors and people who live in the UAE. So UAE people or the Emiratis, they like to share their culture with the others. So here activity 2. Choose the best answer. Number 1. The Yola is a dance, house or an animal. It's a dance. Sadhu is a type of craft. A falcon is a type of bird. A zaluki is a type of dog. Next, matching. Match the animals with its name and what it was used for in Emirati culture. Now here are the animals and you are going to find out how did Emirati use these animals in the past. You will have to use your creative thinking to come up with some of the uses. Okay, so let's read this. Saluki dogs were used for hunting and guarding caravans at night. I am going to match it with the dog here. Next, camels were used to carry people and heavy goods across the desert. Camels here. Horses were used when people wanted to travel fast and did not have a lot to carry. When people wanted to travel fast and they had less goods to carry, they used horses. Donkeys were used to carry goods on rocky land and land that was not sandy. So they used donkeys to travel as well. Falcons were trained to help Emiratis hunt. So they used falcons to hunt other animals. Read match and then you can do the correction. Last activity. Why do you think animals were an important part of Emirati culture in the past? Discuss and write keywords to remember. So why do you think animals were important? Because in the past they did not have vehicles to travel from one place to another. So they used animals to travel. If they want to travel faster, they used a horse, or if they had a lot of goods, they used camels or donkeys. So animals, they helped the Emiratis to make their life and living easy. So that is all about Emirati culture. So what did we learn in this lesson? We learned that Yola dance, craft, and horse animals like horses, camels, donkeys, falcons, and saluki represent or speak about Emirati culture, and they like to share their culture with others. So watch the video again, go through your text, complete your exercise before you do the exam. Let's go to next page. Mouse pointer. Here is the mouse pointer on the screen, on the screen, and this is my mouse pointer that is moving. So how will you point things on a computer? We use arrow in the computer to point things. So this is an arrow. I use my pointer or the arrow to move around, to show things. We use arrow in the computer to point things. The arrow on the computer monitor is called a mouse pointer. So what do you call this? You call it a mouse pointer. When you move the mouse on the mouse pad, you will see the mouse pointer moving on the screen. See, when you move the mouse pointer, you will see the arrow. You will see the mouse moving around on the screen. So that is all about mouse pointer. Now clicking the mouse. Click or clicking the mouse. When you have to listen to music, you press the play button of your tape recorder. When you press the button, you hear a click noise. Now when you press something, when you press a play button of a tape recorder or anything else, you hear a click sound. Click sound is something like this. A sound like that. So just like that, when you press the left button or the right button of a mouse, you will hear a click sound. You will hear this sound when you click the right or the left button of the mouse. When you press the left button of the mouse, it is called left click. So when you click the left button of the mouse, you call it left click. Likewise, when you press the right button of the mouse, it is called the right click. And sometimes when you press the left button two times, it is called double click. When you click the mouse two times, it is called double click. You must know, to double click the mouse, you should press the left button two times very quickly. If you want to double click, you have to click it faster. That's it. You cannot click one and then after some time two. That is not a double click. A double click is just like that. It has to go fast. So computer etiquette. Always place the mouse on a mouse pad. You have to always keep the mouse on a mouse. Hold the mouse properly. And then you have to hold the mouse properly. So now you know that the mouse should be kept on a mouse pad. The mouse has two buttons and a scrolling wheel in the center. You must hold the mouse in a right way. The mouse pointer moves in the same direction as the mouse. The mouse pointer and the mouse, they both move in the same direction. When you press left button, it is called left click. When you press right button, it is called right click. When the left button is pressed twice, it is called double click. So the keywords in this lesson: mouse pad. Mouse pad means it's a rubber pad on which the mouse is kept. Mouse pointer is the arrow that you see on the mouse. Mouse pointer is the arrow you see on the monitor. Left click, when you press the left button or the left mouse button, it is called the left click.